You're listening to Radio Multiverse.
N30N City RUMBLE
Alpha Online.
Hello, Ramsey here from Radio Multiverse, and today I am going to teach you how to run a game of N30N City RUMBLE Alpha. I'm going to teach you how to run the game using Google Hangouts, a Google Hangouts app called Anywhere Board Games. But before we begin with that, I do want to point out though that I'm not going to teach you the rules of the game. For that, I suggest you head on over to the Booyah Game site, and it just so happens we're already there. So, click on Games and More, click on N30N City RUMBLE, and lower down the page, you will find the N30N City RUMBLE playbook. If you click on that, the rules you need to play the game are all there. But what I am going to teach you today are the basic commands of Anywhere Board Games and how to use them in a game of N30N City RUMBLE Alpha. So, what you want to do is click on Arcade over here. Next, click on N30N City RUMBLE Alpha. And a session of Google Hangouts will start up. Unfortunately, so also will your webcam. I blame Google Hangouts. Over here, you usually fill in the names of the people you want to add to the call and that you want to play a game of N30N City RUMBLE with. In this case, I am not going to do that. And the game will start to load up. I do want to point out though, if this is your first time using the app, it'll probably need time to install first. So your first time playing won't run, it won't start up as smoothly as what you saw right now. In any case, first thing you will notice is everything's kind of on the big side, so you might want to zoom out a little bit. To do that, you need to hit Control, hold Control, and use the scroll button of your mouse to zoom out. You can also do the same thing using your Control and minus button. And zooming back in, that's of course again with your Control and scroll buttons. And you can do the same thing with hitting Control plus. Now then, the first thing when you need to do when starting a game of N30N City RUMBLE is of course deciding who gets to go first. And for that we will need a coin. We will need to toss a coin. And to toss the coin you simply need to left click it once and this little menu will pop up. And then click on Random Flip. And as you can see, we just got tails. Alright. Next up we have the dice, which you will also need at various points during the game. It works very similar to how we did the coin toss. Simply left click it and click on roll. And you'll see it will start rolling for you, and apparently I'm very lucky because I just rolled a 6. Now then, next thing you want to do is claim a hand shield. This is very important. Every player needs to claim a hand shield, and the hand shield are the little bars on the top and the bottom of the playing field. And to claim one, you simply left click it. And click on use this shield for your hand. Now, when you do this, all the cards that are placed on this bar will be invisible to your opponent. Next up, I'm gonna explain you how various actions work relating to the card. So grabbing cards is pretty much self-explanatory. You just click on it with your left mouse button and drag them, as I am demonstrating. I'll quickly grab a couple of them. There we go. And because our hand shield's up, normally the opponent should not be able to see these cards I placed on here. Now then, to flip them, the easiest way to do it is simply click on them with your scroll button. And this will automatically flip it. In case you don't have a scroll button, you can do the same thing by left clicking the card and click on flip. So at a certain point in the game, you'll probably have all these cards lying around that you want to shuffle back in the deck. Let me show you how to do this. First off, you left click and drag it over all of the cards and then let go. And then click on move. And the cards will magically start moving. Now then, I'm gonna turn them back on the other side, and I repeat the same process. Left click and drag over them, let go, and click on flip. Now I'm gonna shuffle them back into the item deck. To do that, I again need to drag over all of the cards, let go, and click on stack. I now stack them on there, but they are not yet shuffled. And of course we still need to take care of that. So again, drag it over, let go, and click on shuffle. To be certain that the game did it right, I always repeat this process a couple of times, but this is not really necessary, but yeah. And yeah, that's most of the basics you need to run a game of Neon City Rumble. But there are still a few tidbits I might need to explain. Like for instance, what are these damage tokens all about? In the physical version of the game, we use dice to keep track of how much hit points a character still has. But I found that didn't work very well in the online version of Neon City Rumble. So let's quickly grab a character card over here as an example. Louis the orangutan. And whenever he takes a hit, you just grab one of the damage tokens and place it on his card to keep track of how many hit points he still has left over. If for some reason you find yourself short on damage tokens, which would personally surprise me, but you never know, you can always copy them. And let me show you how that is done. Quickly zooming in here. You simply click on one of the tokens and hit clone. You'll see that now a new one has appeared on top of it. So you have a new damage token. Oh, and one final note. Don't ever unlock the board. Because if you accidentally click on the playmat and click on unlock, you can start moving it around per accident, and yes, you notice all the cards have now disappeared behind the playing mat, and obviously we don't want that. So whatever you do, never click on unlock. In case you do though, there's a simple fix for it though, but you have to of course know how it's done. You simply click on send to the back and lock it once more. So whatever you do, don't unlock it. It'll just create a huge hassle, and we don't want that. And that's all for my tutorial video. This has been Ramsey from RadioMultiverse, signing out.